Hey, it is Twilight Night here and Big Papa.
Big
What did you want to
Reese.
just be Reese or?
I can be either. I can be BigPaPaReese. If you see me as BigPaPaReese, that means you're facing me on a game or playing, alongside me on a game. And if that's the case, you're either lucky or cursed. So I can be BigPaPaReese. I'm cool with that.
Okay. This is Geek Goonz and this is episode 10.
Episode 10.
Yep.
Episode 10. Before we got in here, you were telling me about a game you were playing.
Yeah. So recently, I actually beat Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Yeah. I actually, ironically, this isn't my first run in with Demon Souls.
Okay.
So right when I had the eureka of gaming, where I just started trying all these critically acclaimed games in the PS3 days around 2012.
Yeah.
One of the games I bought pre-owned from GameStop because I learned if you buy a game pre-owned from GameStop, you can return it and get full fucking.
Remember the good old GameStop days?
Yeah, back when this was right at the end when they started to go downhill.
Yeah.
But I bought Demon Souls because it had some good reviews and it was just.
All right.
Granted, I was maybe 16, 15 at the time, but still, it was just very.
Okay. And what made you decide to want to beat Demon Souls?
So I upgraded to a PlayStation Plus membership from the Essentials to I think the Extra.
Yeah.
And it allows you to stream some games, try it.
Yeah.
So one of the games I tried out was Returnal, which that game it was okay.
Returnal?
Returnal.
Returnal. I didn't hear.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive. It's basically where you're this person, this chick who crash lands on this alien planet.
Yeah.
And she realizes that she's in a time loop.
Okay.
And each time you die, the time loop starts over. And in each time loop, you have to piece together why you're there to get all the information to basically complete the story. And they recently installed a update to allow it to have 100% co-op, which was very interesting.
Maybe I'll check out Returnal then.
The map is very open-ish-y, jump around. It's just the gameplay I wasn't a fan of. It's a good game. It's just not my cup of tea, the gameplay wise.
All right, fuck that. Demon Souls then.
So download Demon Souls and all right off the bat, the game looks fucking amazing. The uplift they did, me putting away the PS3 version and coming back and say, hey, I'm gonna play this PS5 version with a new coat of paint. It was fucking the best thing I've ever fucking done.
Okay. I'm looking for that same sort of excitement when I get Last of Us Part 1. Okay. Yeah, because like you said, new coat of paint on it. I haven't played the first one. I've only seen the first one when it was played by my brother. So hopefully when I see that shit on PS5, I hope that shit is as beautiful as what the fuck I think it's going to be.
It's really nice. I turned the frame rate down to 30 frames a second on Demon Souls because you get better graphics. But I'm it's not an online game.
Yeah.
And once I started playing, once I started playing, it just didn't even matter to me. I just got used to it.
Do you have a rating?
I give it
I always ask that question so soon.
8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard Demon Souls is the hardest shit ever.
The game is about repetition. It's learning from your mistakes.
Okay.
I get
what you're saying.
Biggest issue with Demon Souls though is that they purposely make the game difficult to the point to where you have to find a way to cheese bosses and the mechanics. Like the community cheeses bosses, but it's not even frowned upon because of the difficulty of the game.
And who's the creator of Demon Souls?
From Software.
Okay.
The same people who made Dark Souls and Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Which, fuck Elden Ring.
Really?
Yeah. So if any of you have seen my social media, excuse me, not mine, but Geek Goonz social media, you've seen me post about my recent endeavor with Elden Ring. I gave it a little try. I borrowed the game from a friend. Got to the character creation screen, tried to make a black character, realized I was no black hairstyles at all. Nada. My guy looked like a fucking tangerine orange.
Really?
Even when I tried
you
to
say black skin or black hair?
Both, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Elden Ring?
Yeah, which is very ironic because it's made by From Software, who made Demon Souls. They did make Dark Souls too. Granted, the company that remastered Demon Souls was Blueprint, I think.
Okay.
So it's not the same company, but Demon Souls, they legit. You remember back when I had dreads and I had like the side shade?
Yeah.
They had that hairstyle.
Yeah.
They have like a black like low cut fro. Like it's enough to work. And I'm like, y'all could have just threw like one or two.
I'm surprised Elden Ring doesn't have that, and I'm surprised no one's talked about that because that's not something I've heard about a lot, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like this thing with the black community, how we not even necessarily the black community, people of color. Yeah. But there are a lot of nappy hairstyles in gaming, or something.
They don't want to give us, I wouldn't even call it nappy. I would just say more of like hairstyles that are of our culture, like of our actual being. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put no fucking like slick ass hair on this black skinned dude. Like, it's just not. It doesn't look proper. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like these games are made for the creation of you to have like your own feel where you feel like it's personalized to you. Like, why the fuck would you have every hairstyle in there?
And like, so the PS3 days, it was like somewhat understandable and tolerable.
Yeah, it was like, all right, I get it. Like it wasn't.
The technology wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we weren't in. The technology wasn't there, and we weren't in that climate where people were just making a big fuss about it.
Yeah.
At this point, I would think everybody is, intelligent enough to know, hey, I have to be inclusive full way around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like the technology is like there, like, and like even and ironically, I think the technology is. Well, I'm not gonna say that. Like, but like even like Dragon Age Inquisition came out in like 2013, 14, I believe.
Yeah.
Had like a low cut fade. Like I was like, okay, I can make my guy look like a brother. Like he actually looked like a genuine. Like the voice might not be there, but at least I got the hair. Like.
I was like, the voice might not be there. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I can see what you mean. And honestly, that's why I was taken aback by it, because that just feels weird. Like, to be on Elden Ring and not have them be able to do some shit like that. Yeah, even Skyrim has the ability to do that shit.
Yeah,
that's 2011.
Yeah, and like, granted, even with the graphics of Skyrim, it don't look the best, but it was at least somewhat.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. I know where you're going with that, and I'm fine with that. That's all I need to know is where you're going with it. Like, fuck that other shit. So you beat Demon Souls. You rated it 8, I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
So like the way that you have to cheese boss is in that game. It's like, so it's this, my God. When we get done, I'll show you a couple of clips. But this is a boss called a man-eater in that fucking game.
What the fuck?
It's like a medieval, it's like a take on, I believe, medieval creatures or whatever. And actual Middle Earth. But it has the tail of a snake, I believe the legs of like a lion or something. Wings. It's like a behemoth, like a big ass fucking. So I'm fighting him on this corridor that has no walls. It's like, it's a bottomless fall. So if he tackles you at the right angle, you fall the fuck off.
Yeah. And
when you get him half health, and this is the first time this happened, I'm fighting him.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I almost got him. I got this. Second health bar appears above it. Man, I'm like, maybe
that shit happens.
I'm like, maybe the game glitch, maybe he just have a really long health bar. No, I'm fighting two of them at the same fucking time.
Yeah, that shit.
So how I had to fucking cheese this guy. This isn't the community cheese. Community cheese is like through the fog before you get into the boss fight. You can see a door. You can see him on the hill. It's to shoot arrows, to headshot him, to kill him before you even get in the battle. Where's the fun in that? Plus, I suck with aiming, so I was like, fuck it. So in the middle of the map, there's like this stairway that goes up, and there's like this lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally standing on the lantern and using that to block their shots, and they'll like walk up to me, and they have to they'll get stuck on it and sort of shimmy around it, and I use that like a guy using a red cape against a bull to make him charge or attack, and then hit him in the back.
So is it harder than? I'm trying to think of a comparison game. Like Dead Space. Dead Space, I remember being hard.
Like Dead Space, it's clear objectives. It's clear, to give you an idea in this game, they don't tell you where to go. Like, you don't level up when you kill people. Like you level up you level up by using souls.
Okay.
So you kill someone, you get a soul. You kill a demon, you get a lot of souls.
Yeah.
Which is a boss. And if you die while you have souls on you, you lose those souls, but you get an opportunity to retrieve them while you're in phantom form to go back to the location that you died in.
Right.
If you die on the way to retrieving your souls, you lose them permanently. So you use those souls and you talk to this person that sends you on this quest to basically take out this old god to clear this fog that's consuming the land and turning people into demons, pretty much. That's like a rough exact expression, but it's pretty much.
All right, I'm not mad at it. Shit sounds intense. So
you have to, but you don't. They don't tell you that. I had to look it up to find this girl, to talk to this girl, to realize, oh, that's how I level up. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep getting my ass fucking beat.
You see, this is what we were talking about in one of the episodes of Geek Goonz. I was talking about like how. And I know we've done this like since the beginning of time, but like it's done too much now where people are like Googling what happens on the game and Googling, how to do this part or what to do.
Like I did it when it was like just like little small stuff, or like it was like, hey bro, like this boss, like it's fucking impossible in this fucking game. Yeah. Like to give you an idea, I fought this boss called a Tower fucking Knight. Like this guy's like literally like if I stood up, I made his shin. Armor. Yeah. And this guy can damn near one-shot you and shit. So, like, and it's archers on both sides of the fucking corridor. And I'm like, how do I fucking fight this guy? Yeah. Like, after a couple of tries of trying, I'm like, okay, he beat my ass. So I look it up, and apparently you got to run across the corridor. You got to kill the archers and then run all the way back down the stairs.
So you got to do all of this shit just to fight one boss. This is why people don't like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and shit. I remember seeing a clip for Dark Souls. And it was like somebody just did like a fire breath move or some shit, and the guy just was like gone. He just got incinerated. It was over with. It was like one shot. Like, that's it.
Like the boss fights can be really interesting. But like I don't like the best way I can describe the boss fight is like I'm like playing keep away from the boss and their attacks to fight them. And there's no fun in it. Like I like to be able to like sometimes you want to be able to go fight a boss or something or an enemy and just go head up like trade blows for blows.
Yeah.
That's a little fun, but I'm just playing keep away in most of the bosses. Some of like the more
you just waiting it out. What are you waiting?
No, so like this is one boss. It's like in like right above the core of the earth that I'm fighting. It's like a demon or so somewhat. And he can tackle me. He can smash the ground and shit, shoot fire a little bit. So I use the pillars as like cover and use that to sort of like slow him down as he walks into the pillar and shit. And I just shoot magic at him. And like I'm a knight. Like I took the time to learn magic just to beat this guy like in this game. Like I'm not even a mage. And I took the time to learn magic just to fight this guy. Yeah. Like, it's like shit like that. And I'm like, bro, I would have really enjoyed this boss fight if they didn't make my fucking character like a fucking paper. Like, the armor, like, you literally don't get a big variety of upgrades in armor. You just sort of, like, find slightly better armor.
So, in all of this, why does that sound like an 8 to you? That would sound more like a 7 range.
So, like...
In my opinion, like, because an 8 is like, hey, this was.
So it's like, you ever like everyone's gonna understand this expression. At some point in your life, you ever dated someone that was like really toxic, but like there was some specific aspects that you enjoyed. Yeah, and it's like when you kill those bosses and you see the word demon vanquish on the screen, it's like. Like, it was a point where I was fighting this boss, like, it was like a wraith in the sky that flew around. Yeah. And, like, I picked up this sword that was, like, this legendary sword that was in the area called the Stormbreaker. I'm like, okay.
That's fucking Thor shit.
So, I fucking swing the sword and it fucking causes thunder and wind to go through the sky. And it's only usable, like, that aspect is only usable during this boss fight.
So... Good way to spend your time, because the way that you entered this was, at least you told me, maybe you didn't tell the people, but you ended up starting this game or playing this game and beating this game because your internet went out. Good way to pass the time.
That's how I ended up beating it. I started a little earlier this week. Right, cool. Yeah,
I was gonna say good way to pass the time with the internet being out.
It was definitely a good way. Like, and like I can sit down and say like, hey, be like, I'll be Dark Souls. I'm like, I beat Demon Souls. You know, if you see the table, they'll be like, how tough are you? And someone can be like, I just be like, man, I beat Demon Souls. I'm not going to go detail. Like, I beat Demon Souls.
Yeah.
That's it.
I just beat it. Don't worry how I did it. I just did it. I look forward to maybe, because did you record it at all?
Yes, sir.
Look forward to seeing that. Because I have to play Last of Us Part 1. I'm going to be streaming that. I'm going to put that on the BigPaPaReese, the channel.
Why not share it with Geek Goonz or video?
I mean, I can share it there. I mean, it'll just be like a, what do they call this shit? Like a, you know, like we have like, it's going to be like Geek Goonz or BigPaPaReese. You know, like when like it's like one thing and the other thing like kind of combined.
You could just do like I did, like in the Back for Blood. I just put like I made like, you know, my avatar.
Yeah,
and then I put like the Twilight Night symbol by it in the corner.
Yeah.
And then put Geek Goonz in like the middle.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah. I'll just more than likely do that then, because I'll do that for Last of Us. Then we have some good games coming up. If you didn't know, when we're recording this, it's September. So in the next month or two, we have some games that I'm excited about. I don't know how you feel about them, but we have some games that we're excited about, right? We can just start from how they'll come out. Do you know when? All right, fuck it. We'll just start how they come out. First, we got coming up October 4th. We have Overwatch 2. Do you have like a range of excitement for that shit, or?
I'm like,
because we're gonna rate it from 1 to 10 in terms of excitement, like how amped we are to get to the game and play the shit. So,
you ever like agreed to like a social outing and you were like,
like fuck, why did I go?
And
there?
You get there and you're like, all right, I'm cool.
I enjoy myself.
But you know, I wasn't looking for.
I wasn't like trying to be here, but I just ended up being here. That's what you feel about Overwatch 2?
No, I wouldn't say not necessarily trying to be here, but I'm not just like, okay, I planned, I agreed to it. You know, there's no like anticipation.
Right. Hey, yo, mark my words, people. He's gonna fucking love Overwatch 2.
I might. I just walking in with like zero expectations.
That's fair though. Excitement. No, I actually agree with you. I wouldn't say I'm walking in with no excitement, but I'm walking in with pretty low expectations.
Have you played Overwatch 1 recently?
Yeah. Last week maybe.
Oh wow.
Why? What about it?
You need to get on with me.
I know. I'm saying, like, what do you mean? Like, are you just asking that in a negative sense or like?
I both genuinely and in a negative.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I get on Overwatch now, truthfully, dog, I expect everyone to play like shit. Like, if I'm being honest with you, like, to be dead honest, like, I'm expect like if somebody decides to play fucking Widow, you won't even hear shit out of me no more. I'm just like, all right, bro, like, fuck it.
It's funny because like I've been playing it recently hours. Yeah. And I've been doing more quick play than anything, and I'm actually enjoying quick play more than comp.
Why?
Because it just seems like the people actually give a shit more. Granted, I've been using the group finder. If you fuck around and catch a loss, it's not like people just don't lead a group. It's like, okay, we lost. No, it's more.
That's true. I use the group finder too.
It's a hit or miss.
It's a hit or miss. I get some. I actually got partnered with a guy probably last week when I was playing, and he was actually pretty like good for it. He was intense, and it was like I caught a glimpse of one of those moments we used to have on Overwatch where like the game gets intense and it starts picking up and it gets like really good. I had those moments, and honestly, man, that's what I'm hoping to regain with Overwatch 2. I'm hoping to really gain back that. Like, I hope we really get to go back to that.
I'm glad it's 5-man though. The reason I say that is
like, how do you feel about that?
One less person to fuck some shit up, or like
one less person to fuck something up. But think about how games have been going. We're used to the 6-man, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, as a tank main, I don't know how I feel about going out there alone now. Like, I feel a way, to be honest. Like,
I mean, all I'm gonna say is this. Well, one, all right, okay. So outside of that, I would like in RPGs and like MMOs, dungeon games. Like, it's usually like one guy that's tanking. True.
And I guess given Blizzard's history, they would want to be the type to kind of go more to the one tank. Maybe they're kind of incorporating that because, you know, like kind of think about the builds on like a Diablo or something.
It's
Diablo,
like in World of Warcraft too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we think about the builds on there. It's more of like, all right, I guess I can see it, but I guess I don't know how that plays into the first-person shooter aspect of the game. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Those are all third-person games.
Well, they beefed them up.
I don't know. See, and that's also what goes into Overwatch 2 for, I think, you and I, the zero expectations thing. Like, I don't know what they've really done. I kind of, like, went radio silent on Overwatch and said, I'll just wait to give me, like, I'm tired of the updates and shit.
Just get in my hand.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just give it to me in my hand, and we can figure that shit out then.
Did you link your account to merge it, by the way? Like,
bad on that. Yeah. Did that shit, because gotta make sure I get my shit. Gotta make sure I get all my shit back. Yeah. Like, why y'all playing with me? But yeah, Overwatch 2. That's the first coming out. Beyond Last of Us, but Last of Us more of a personal thing. I know you won't be getting that one. Because you just aren't like you already played it before. Fuck am I talking about? But what comes out next after that? Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2. Another one that I'll be honest with you, I'm excited for. Not real expectations because from my standpoint, I always feel that Treyarch makes the better Call of Duty. I think I've come to stand on that.
It's more like fun, like arcadey fun. It's not like Treyarch.
Yeah, Treyarch feels like, I don't know, Treyarch. I just like the play style.
It's like an adrenaline rush, like just like
yeah. How do you feel about Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare. So like you got
how do you feel about the one coming up?
Okay, that's what so you got this is one of my expectations for it. So. And I can do it in comparison. So you got Black Ops Cold War and the Black Ops series, which to me is like arcade adrenaline rush.
Right. And
then you got Modern Warfare, which is like anxiety, bullets from like mountains and far away.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I wasn't really a big fan of the first Modern Warfare that came out, the first Modern Warfare remake. Just because it was more like the maps were giant. You got people camping and sniping you from across. It wasn't fun. It was just more like.
I think that's what they're. Do you think it'll feel? So I feel like they have some big shoes to fill when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, right? Like fuck the first Modern Warfare remake, but Modern Warfare 2 back in like a decade ago, like in 2000, what was it, 10 or 9 or whatever it dropped. It was the shit. Like, people love that shit from the ends of the earth. They still hold that as probably one of the best. And to me, the story mode out of that one is the best.
I literally think it's probably what, like...
That's what
that was the main thing, was the story mode. Like, I think, honestly, if the story mode was not as good in that fucking game, I don't think it would have gotten as much as the attention. I mean, granted, it was like the jump start of, like, that Call of Duty online multiplayer being a big thing, personally.
Yeah.
It was like...
Well, Black Ops 2 was out. Black Ops 1 was out at that point.
I was talking about when Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Was it?
Because they only come out yearly.
No, I'm saying, which one came out first? Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So, like, I remember, like, back when Black Ops came out, Modern Warfare came out, everyone was on it. Even people that never played Call of Duty, that didn't play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's when that is when I started to notice Call of Duty on my radar.
Yeah, it was like, on that. Yeah, and that again, that story mode is very, very solid. So I got some high hopes for the story mode on that game. In terms of the multiplayer aspect, I don't know where to go. I'm excited to try it out because we've been on Cold War for the last 2 years. We said fuck Vanguard.
Oh yeah, Vanguard's ass. Bro.
Vanguard is ass. And my main thing with UTK is just like saying we can't keep playing fucking Cold War forever. Like, we can't keep playing this shit forever. We can't play Cold War forever. So
hey, as long as them servers up, as long as I queue up a match, it finds that motherfucker, I'm gonna be on that motherfucker.
I mean, sure, but even then, right? I was playing Cold War probably yesterday and probably today. That shit, doesn't have the same, like, I'm getting tired of it. Like, to some degree, I'm like, bro, give me something. Because they didn't really do anything with Cold War for me. Like, they didn't, like, there are things that I don't like about it. The score streaks, not that great. They're right.
The strafe run.
The strafe run is solid. The strafe run is solid. The war machine. Machine. We had that in the old Black Ops, so I'm not even counting. That doesn't do it for me because, like,
it's a signature Black Ops thing though.
I mean,
it is. What's the name of that pistol? It's not the Annihilator. That's what they called it on 3 and 4.
I know what you're talking about. The hand cannon.
Yeah, hand cannon.
Yeah, that didn't do it much for me either.
They added a flamethrower, which my brother loves.
Then they give me my gravity spikes back.
Bro, they're not, because it, like,
a
grenade launcher, that was a real, like, a gun, a pistol gun, basically a Desert Eagle, pretty much. A strong-ass Desert Eagle that works. Okay, but...
So, see, you uphold Cold War like that shit is just, like, the bee's knees, but do you want to hang on to it forever?
I'll put it like this. I got to see what that new Treyarch Call of Duty hitting with.
Which it probably won't drop for another 2 years.
Yeah, because even after they do this, I say they're taking a 2-year break.
Yeah, taking a 2-year break.
I was so mad when I saw this shit.
I was thinking that too, and I was thinking about it when I was playing Cold War, and the same time I was having the thought of, like, I'm ready for a new Call of Duty. I was like, Cold War, like Call of Duty in general, doing a whole 2-year break thing, I don't know, maybe that's what's needed. Maybe that's what's needed to bring this shit back.
I mean, like, it never went away. Like, the people that were bitching about, Call of Duty's the same thing. I'm like, bro, what do y'all want? Like,
what do you want? What do you want? Right, like, what do you want?
It's gonna be the same shit in a sense, and that's what we want. Like, we want the matches, we want kill streaks, we want, like, and then when they tried to fucking change the shit completely, alter it, you was like, it's not Call of Duty. So, like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Did they even do anything? Have they even released a multiplayer for this one yet? Like a multiplayer gameplay trailer?
I think they did to some extent. Yeah, they did.
Did they?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hold on, quick little Google search. Let me do that real quick because I did not see that shit, and I feel like I should have seen that. For the people that are listening and not watching, sing a little song real quick for them, TK, so they know that we're. Let's see. No gameplay trailer. No, that's just gameplay. I don't think it's multiplayer. Yeah, they haven't done that yet. Wow. I guess they'll do that this month because that game comes out at the end of October. Okay. So I would assume they would do it a month ahead. They would probably say, all right, let me drop some shit. Because they don't have a multiplayer gameplay. Because, usually that's when we would know generally what the kill streaks will look like, what the interface will look like and shit. That way we can kind of gain some guns, know that. We don't know what any of that looks like. So, still excited for it. See what the fuck that does.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm more excited for
what is it? Is it a shooter?
In a sense.
Alright. What do you got?
Dead Island 2.
Dead Island 2. When does that drop?
February?
So, damn, February 2023.
Let me just make sure. I believe it's February.
Okay. All right, Dead Island. Actually, I want to touch on Dead Island just because we talked about Demon Souls. We talked a little bit about zombies, and we love zombie games and shit. And we can gotta get into Dying Light.
February 3rd.
February 3rd. Before we do that, there's one more that drops this year. Well, actually, two more that drops. No, one more that drops this year. God of War, Ragnarok. Got some excitement for it? I do.
I don't. Like,
really?
I mean, I didn't play the first. Like, I played a little bit of the first one, but I never bought it. Like, I just tried it out, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's a pretty good game. But, like,
I think I like a good story every now and then.
I never played, like, let me rephrase that. I only God of War that I played was Chain of Olympus for PSP, and it was great, but I just, like, I'm not invested in, like, God of War.
I'm not invested in it, but I think what they're doing now, I think they're putting some real money behind it. And when I say money, it feels like they're putting the same money that they put behind like a Uncharted or Last of Us. You know what I mean? Like they're putting that PlayStation money behind it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just I get it. Like don't get me wrong, I think it's a great game. It's just like
no, you have no anticipation.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna play it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't play the first one. I played a little bit of the first one. I didn't like care enough to beat it. Like just because it like Kratos is like, and I can walk into it. I get the game set up so you can be an entry point. But it's just like I have no history personally with Kratos. Like Demon's Souls is like a fresh start because it's like if they make another Uncharted game, I'm like, okay, I'm excited. Like I got history in Uncharted, I got history with like Kingdom Hearts, I got like history with certain franchises, and when it like Infamous, Ratchet and Clank, but then like God of War, I see Kratos, I'm like, oh Kratos, what's up, guys?
I think they might do something good with it. Just because I've been trying to get on the more gaming shit. I might get it just to say like, all right, let me play this. Let me do a quick playthrough because like it seems like it'll be a cool story behind it. They look like they're putting a lot of money. I don't really have like, I have somewhat of a relationship with Kratos, but it's not like like a oh my god, I'm in love with this series.
Have you beaten the first one?
No, I only have seen.
Okay, what we can do, because it's on PC, if you ever want to, I mean, you can have some sessions here.
Yeah.
Play through the first one, record it, and just be like on this
just
shit.
Say fuck it.
I'm pretty sure I look good as fuck on this TV too.
Yeah, we just started up. If you guys didn't know, well, you can't know. We're looking at a huge screen that allows us to see everything a lot clearer.
And game on it.
What'd you say?
And game on
it, yeah. So, for all you fucking people, I'll say something different, that decide you want to say that TK and I can't game well, we can put that to the test live on camera. But all right, so after that, I think that's it for the games of this year. If we ended off with God of War, I think that's the last one.
Castro, hold on,
yeah, we'll double check that just to make sure it's correct. But then we can jump straight into February, and in February we have. But we're going to double check that. So before that, we're going to sing a little tune. We're waiting, we're Googling,
So one game is the...
what do we got?
It's
a game that comes out this year?
Castillo Protocol.
That's it?
This is made by the same creators that made Dead Space. It's a horror game. And then next year's Dead Space remake is coming out.
Okay, and this comes out December 2nd?
Yeah. Essentially, it looks a lot like Dead Space, but it's like more abstract.
Okay, so a survival horror game. All right, I'm not mad at that.
It looks like from what it seems like, because I've been getting very little about the game, just because like I want to be like surprised and take it all in. But it's a sci-fi horror, and it looks like from the clothes the guy's wearing, he's in like some type of space prison.
Okay,
and it's like from again what it seems, I could be wrong as fuck. Well, like it's invaded by like it has like some type of alien outbreak or whatever inside of it. It looks like
little storyline. All right, I love a good. There are a few things that I like. Right, there are a few key things that I like in my entertainment. Right, that can all like a few key like what are they? I guess they aren't tropes. But things that I would like. Right, Nazi killing movies. Those are always good. Can't go wrong with a Nazi killing movie. I don't think. Zombie games and a good alien game. Those are my go-tos. So a survival horror game, that's like an alien or a zombie thing. I'm full in.
It's set on Jupiter too.
Okay,
yeah, all right. Like it's on Jupiter. Like I'm just like, all right, whatever. It's on Jupiter.
That's kind of weird because Jupiter I think Jupiter is classified as a gas giant, so you can't land on Jupiter. Like anything that hits Jupiter just goes into it. Like
I don't know how they.
I don't know how the fuck they're doing it. We'll figure it out. Maybe it's not scientifically accurate, but whatever. So maybe
it's
that's
a station. Cool. I don't know. I just
maybe
know niggas at Jupiter.
Maybe it's in the atmosphere of Jupiter. If that's the case, then that makes it.
Or maybe they like build like a station on Jupiter, like some type of bubble.
You can't land on that motherfucker.
Like a plane itself is made out of gas?
It's gas. It's like a gas giant. Yeah, you fucked.
Maybe them niggas found a way.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll fucking see. So then, I don't think there's anything that drops out in January. And then we hit February and we get Dead Island, which TK is really excited for, it seems. He sent me some shit. He texted me about it.
Okay, I'm probably like 7 excitement for it.
Okay, but why?
Dying Light 2 was ass.
Dying Light 2 was ass. Again, the creators of Dying Light 2, I know y'all had that shit that on the top of the, same way with the Call of Duty Vanguard people. Y'all had this shit at the top of the game when you turn it on. Thank all the people who worked through COVID. It was a hard time and all that other shit. Y'all cut corners. That's what happened. That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. So, yeah, Dying Light 2 didn't feel the mechanics of that, and you think that Dead Island 2 does that better, right?
Yeah, 100%. agree. Not even necessarily
because Dead Island 1 got
just
kicked in the ass.
Just the optimization of the game itself. Okay. They took out guns. It was just like you forced like me to play a certain way. It's just like graphically and bug wise, the game was like. I remember like when I first played, like when me and you the one time me and you played.
Dead Island.
Like the first mission, I had a bug where like somehow it didn't initiate the like when you go into a parking lot, that parking garage, that room. And that's what like that
Dead
guy.
Island? I do remember.
Dying Light 2. Yeah. Yo, it didn't initiate the first time, and I think the game crashed, and I was just like, y'all already not helping y'all in case you run like shit.
Yeah.
You crashing to get like quest not where I was like,
yeah. I don't know what happened with fucking Dying Light, man. That shit, I'm disappointed. That's why I'm kind of holding hope. If you say that Dead Island's going to be good, I trust you. Fuck. If it's good, then hopefully.
I think Dying Light. I think Dying Light 2 might have a chance, but it's too late for me. But personally, it might have a chance because they're releasing a new PS5 firmware update at some point.
For Dying Light?
No, just for the console. Okay. That's gonna enable 1440p resolution.
All right.
Yeah, between 4K and 1080 is 2K, technically 2K. So the game can't run at 4K. But if you turn to 2K, that's if the game accepts that and it actually displays in 2K. Maybe
I saw my copy of Dying Light.
It'll run more stable with that. But granted, I ain't gonna buy that shit to find out. This shit, I'm
you
not
sold
buying.
Yours?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, all right, I sold mine too. Yeah, so fuck it.
Yeah, we not buying this shit again.
Yeah, shit. They gonna have to. I'm gonna watch somebody else's YouTube and put that shit under this one, and we'll just watch that one. So yeah, man, I'm excited for a fucking a zombie game. All right, I'm fucking with it. Another thing that comes out in February. I don't know how you feel about this. Hogwarts.
I'm not gonna play it.
Really?
I never was a Harry Potter guy.
Really?
I've seen all the Harry Potter movies, but I've
You're not a Harry Potter head? Wow, that's weird.
So you remember Mace?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I end up like. We end up watching them together because you wanted to watch them, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck." Like I've never seen them, so I can't say no. I'm like, "Yeah, I saw the first 3, so I might as well."
Yeah,
and they're good movies, but I'm just like,
what? Fuck this guy, right? I can't, bro. I'm a Harry Potter nut, and that shit seems. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have Quidditch in that shit, and that seems.
Yeah, I saw that, but and then also what they do, with the books and when the books was actually released, not with J.K. Rowling doubling back on the shit, but their initial release in the movies, they weren't really. How do I say this? They weren't like against. They didn't care to have black people in it.
Okay, and it's I'm so glad you said that because there's something I want to point out, and I'm glad I have a platform to be able to do that. I was looking at a lot of the gameplay footage they've been doing of Harry Potter, the game. What is it called? Hogwarts Legacy, I think. I think that's what it's called. But the Harry Potter game, I've been looking at a lot of things that they've been posting of it. And to your point, everything I've seen, like the characters that they've been playing as, have been black kids. And I think that's telling. I really respect that. They had a black kid with a fade and shit and a Hogwarts robe. I was like, that's hard. That's hard. We need that.
I feel you, but y'all niggas want to try and do this shit at first.
I mean, shit.
I'm just being honest.
Look, I know that. We know that. We know that.
Let me tell you what it's like. It's like that business that they be like, we've been in business since 1867.
Oh, yeah.
And they be like, oh, yeah, y'all definitely want to talk like
No, not at all. Y'all damn near had a sign that said, niggas can't drink this. Yeah. But no, I actually think that this might be a good turnaround for the series. A good addition to the series. I can't say turnaround because I can't say that Harry Potter was negatively impacted by not having black cast members. Yeah, I mean, to a large degree. It just was kind of looked over, even by me as a black person, right? Like the shit was looked over. I didn't really consider like, okay, that matters. But I like that inclusivity, right? Like I love having the ability to say like, all right, I can look at myself now. Like I can see myself in whatever robe I want to put on or whatever house I'm in. Do you know what house you're in? Just out of curiosity.
I don't even know the fucking houses of Harry Potter. I mean, no man, I know Gryffindor, I know Slytherin, That's it.
Hufflepuff.
I don't know none of them motherfuckers.
All right, you don't know.
I just know Gryffindor. I think Harry Potter and Gryffindor, ain't it?
He is.
And then
I'm in Gryffindor.
And then Math Boy, the dickhead. He's in
Slytherin.
Yeah, Slytherin. Yeah, that's Slytherin.
I'm Gryffindor. So me and Harry, we got that. We tied in. We locked in. Twin. But
now I'll be in my. Now if I had to be,
you can choose. You can choose. Not even that you can choose. You can put in like your
preference.
Yeah, not your preference. You can put in your like you can answer like a series of questions. There's this website called Pottermore. You can put in answer a series of questions, and it'll tell you what house you belong to. And then with the game coming out, you can link your Pottermore account with the game. So now in the inside of the game, you can go straight to the house that they said you were in from the little website thing.
Oh,
yeah. We tie it all in together.
Something else. I remember it was an article. I don't want to say it was an article or something that was posted. Mm-hmm. I read it a while back. And it was about a specific race in Harry Potter that they made like handle like accounting and stuff. And
goblins, something?
Yeah, and I believe like the way that they designed them from what I read in the article, the person said that they tried to make them Jewish.
I don't know about that. I might have to look at that shit.
I read, but I was like,
I thought you were going to go to, and this is muddy waters here. So if I'm, I hope I'm not saying anything wrong. But I thought it might have been an issue with like, because I know that in that scene or the scene I think you're talking about, they had a lot of little people cast, and I thought that's where you're going to go with it. But again. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Like, let me just double check.
While he's Googling that, for the audience, you can link your Pottermore account to Hogwarts Legacy, so that's pretty cool. It really sucks that there's no Quidditch in the game, and I hope that they come out with like a patch or an update or some shit that ends up allowing that to be. That's weird.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All right. The audience can find that.
Yeah. It was a whole like analyzation where like they broke it down, and I was like, oh shit, she really did, and then she like addressed it, but it wasn't like a denying. But you know, J.K. Rowling when she get caught doing some shit.
J.K. Rowling, despite her making despite her creating a very cool world, she definitely, it's kind of like one of those things where you have to separate the art from the artist, because I don't really know too much about her. I don't want to say that I dislike her. I just haven't seen good press about her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't seem like she makes she has the smartest rebuts to these comments that people are making toward her. So, thankful for her making a great world. Can't really say much about her as a person, but thanks for the Harry Potter world. Put Quidditch in fucking Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. Like, please. We need Quidditch in that shit. Like, everybody who's watched Harry Potter and has a love for it, they want to play Quidditch. You want to be able to do this shit. So, please allow us that opportunity in there. Please make it like an update or a DLC or some bullshit. But we need that.
Shit, throw a basketball court on there. That'll be shit. Y'all want to really show y'all about some black hair? Right. Throw a basketball court.
Some basketball cans in that motherfucker.
Shit, you can get a basketball wings. Eyeballs. Y'all can make the basketball like the goal.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, y'all can make the motherfucker like move or some shit or do some magic and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Do you have any other games you're excited about? Because that's quite. I think my list. Last of Us, Overwatch, Modern Warfare, God of War, Hogwarts Legacy.
So that
does Diablo come out?
Deadspace, the Diablo 4, I think it comes out next year. It's supposed to come out next year or 2024.
Check real quick.
But I need to get this actually. It's already out. It just came out recently. Spider-Man for the PC.
Oh really? Yeah, I was actually looking at. I saw like a little clip about that.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it on PlayStation. And it is nothing about the performance of the game. So the way that Spider-Man, the way the Arkham Asylum or the Arkham series does Batman is that when you start out as Batman in the game, he still plays like Batman. You can still do counters efficiently, attack. You just get more sophisticated and additional gadgets as you go through the story and upgrade. So, have you ever played Spider-Man?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Did you see the beginning of it?
Yeah, I've seen my brother play it. Also, by the way, you'll probably hear me a lot. People say something like, hey, I watched my brother play this, because I'm one of the people that can just watch a game and enjoy it and feel like I played it. But no, I haven't played that one, but I have seen some of it. And it did have like a fighting style that felt like Arkham to me.
So, did you see like at the beginning of the game where he took down Fisk? Okay, perfect. So this guy has been Spider-Man for 8 fucking years.
Okay.
His character controls and plays like he has been Spider-Man.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
You have to get upgrades just for him to be able to swing efficiently. For him to, I'm like, bro.
But what do you want them to do in that case? Like, what the fuck do they do?
The same shit they did with Batman, or just like don't make this character feel like I'm playing with fucking mud. Like this is or just make a Spider-Man that's in fucking high school or something, or just make a more.
But I was gonna say, like, from their perspective, right? They came up with the story. They came up with the story for the game. Now they have to make the game progress. That's how they progress it. There's
different ways you can do that. Like you can make a seasoned character and still make avenues that he can unlock and grow in and get better.
Yeah,
it's just I think they could have done it better. I think, have you played Miles Morales?
No,
I played a little bit of it. Like I did the beginning part just because it's with that PlayStation subscription that I have, and it makes a lot more. I like it how they did it, pacing.
When you say that PlayStation subscription, that's just regular PS Plus?
So they got tiers now. So Essential is like the basic one. Yeah. Then it was like only like $5 more. You get like extra, and you get the.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. I damn near might have paid for that one shit. I didn't even
it was only like $3 extra for me because like I was already somewhat into my current subscription, so I just let me pay the difference and I canceled it and went back to the other one, but I just wanted to try it for this month. Yeah. And I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like I got to play a couple of games. It's not a lot that I really wanted to just play on there, so I just got it. I mean, I beat Demon's Souls. It's a $7 game. Yeah, I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah,
but
beat the shit fast.
It makes a lot more sense with Miles because he's a newer Spider-Man, and even him, like it's like they made finer adjustments to where even he can do some dodges and some quips a little bit more, some physical quips more efficiently. Yeah. I get it. It was their first game, but it's just like.
Do you feel like you're nitpicking there?
I'm really not. Like so many people.
I was just asking. I don't think that you are necessarily. It was just more of a question. Like,
and then
because I didn't play the shit one way or the other.
Yeah. And then on top of it, like right after doing it, and I get like I've played Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
I'm like y'all like they just. Right after you beat Fist Tower, it's like tutorial after tutorial after tutorial of like, hey, you can do this type of mission. Hey, you can bro, just let me find this shit on my own.
Right.
Like it's like okay, like it's just all these things piled up on this shit. Like I get it, you're trying to tell a story once you get past it, but it's like you're essentially about to play like 3 to 4 hours of like introduction content to get you introduced to the game.
Right.
The character, in a sense, controls like shit until you get him up to where he needs to be. Mm-hmm. I just really like.
I'm mad at that.
I'm gonna do it on PC. I'm gonna mod that motherfucker. And I'm gonna have it. I ain't gonna have it to where I just breeze through it, but I'm gonna have it to where like base shit, like swinging. Yeah. Like I'm gonna get it to a point to where like it feels like this nigga's been Spider-Man for 8 years.
Yeah. You like fuck that shit. I'm gonna make him the Spider-Man that I want to see.
Yeah. And then I'm the rest of the shit like the higher tier shit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to unlock this shit. But I'm gonna at least get this nigga coming out the gate like, all right, nigga, you feel like 8 years old. Like y'all better give me 8 years of a Spider-Man. This don't feel like 8 years of a Spider-Man.
All right, I'm not mad at that shit. Any other game? Is that it?
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
Whenever the fuck that comes out. It might come out next year. 2024 seems like a really realistic date for it.
Diablo 4 comes out next year, 2023. No release date for it. No release month for it, but the release date is 2023, so.
Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
You've seen that or seen any gameplay of it? It looks really good.
It does look good.
Honestly, I don't care to get the 7 remake or like let me put it like this. If I do get the 7 remake, it's gonna be when they're like it's gonna be 3 parts, I believe. But when they're done with all 3 of the parts, that bitch is one compilation. I guess by that time the PS6 might be out.
Yeah.
Or coming out, and I'll be like, all right, remaster for the PlayStation 6. All 3 Final Fantasy parts. They might call it like Final Fantasy 7, the complete story or the trilogy, however the fuck they want to say it.
Yeah. That's
when I'm about that shit.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I think the viewers have a lot, like anybody that's watching more of our gaming side. They have a lot of content to look forward to, I think, for the next few months for the most part, right? They have like they have us getting on some multiplayer shit.
Yeah.
We'll be back on some Overwatch. So that should be a little fun. We'll more than likely be on some Modern Warfare, so that should be fun. Any co-ops we could do?
I got actually a list I can give you.
A list of co-ops?
If you want, as a matter of fact, for Halloween, actually. Yeah, if you want to, I was thinking of like some Resident Evil co-ops.
Yeah, we can do, we actually need to do that. We need to do like a Halloween sort of thing. Fuck it, let's do like a horror month.
And for the month of Halloween, I don't know about my boy BigPaPaReese here, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be buying Amazon Prime costumes. I'm gonna be returning them, but I'm gonna still buy them. And I'm gonna each podcast episode, I'm gonna do my absolute fucking best. Even if I have to drag BigPaPaReese here myself, we're gonna shoot 4 episodes in October each week, and each time I'm gonna be in a different costume, baby.
All right, I'm actually with that. There's a costume that I want to do that I think I can pull off. Static Shock.
Okay.
I think I might be able to pull that off. If you all can see that,
they probably can't. This is just like a.
I know. I'll try to have TK here zoom in for that. But that's a Static Shock costume I might be able to pull off. You know, you never know.
Back when my hair was a little bit longer, I was gonna do a Black Wolverine.
A Black Wolverine?
Yeah, like before when I had the little like curly fade, I was like, that worked. I might still be able to just have a low cut. Like shit, fuck it.
Just say fuck
I got the beard.
I'm still pulling off my Wolverine shit. Fuck that.
Yeah. Just get like a white beater or some shit, some good ass jeans or whatever. Some shoes.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to do that. I kind of want to dress up for Halloween. So why not? You know, why not have a little fun with the shit?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it anyway. All right, and here is that. This is more of a clear thing for Static Shock. I hope you zoom into that shit. Fantastic. So
I'm gonna do the best. Like, I mean, yeah, you can definitely pull it off.
Yeah, I can pull it off, right?
so I'll take you're not going to be doing Miles Morales since y'all heard.
I think I can pull off a Miles Morales. Why can't Miles Morales end up growing?
I'm saying, are you going to be one of your costumes?
Yeah, I think I want to.
That's what I'm trying to find out, what you're going to be wearing, so I can make sure we won't be wearing the same costume.
I think I want to do a full Miles Morales. I think I might do a Static Shock, that little shit that you all may have just seen. I don't know what else.
I got because I got one for each week. I know
he says he's returning his shit. That's so funny.
Yeah, like I know, like so Bleach comes out in October.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely first week Bleach costume, like Ichigo costume, Soul Reaper. Which if you have seen it, you will know that is going to be what's going down. But it's going to be that then. Wolverine costume. Then let's see. I'm trying to pull up the list because I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here we go. Then I'm gonna do for a guy from the Evil Within. I was thinking like a Black Lightning is one of the costumes. Which I definitely think I can pull this shit off too.
All right.
Yeah, you know.
Black Lightning. I've seen Black Lightning. Yeah, you can pull off Black Lightning.
I definitely can pull this shit off.
Black Lightning. Yeah, you can't pull off Black Lightning. Actually, that might be a really good one. I think you can pull that one off. That one actually look cool. So yeah, Halloween shit. We look forward to putting on some more performances on our gaming side as well as our podcast side. That way, because we do some good engagement for gaming, bro. I was watching some clips before I came over here. Bro, we got some funny content that I have saved, like just on the game. Like it's just some funny shit that we haven't posted. But yeah, that's just some of our Call of Duty shit. Talk about the games we're just looking forward to. I think that might be a good wrap up to this
episode. Yeah, I agree.
Episode. All right.
BigPaPaReese, Twilight Night. We're here. We're large. We're in style, and we're ready to like fuck shit up.
Yeah. We got some good months ahead. So stick around. This is Geek Goonz.
We love you.